looking at the Terminator on here for some strange reason. I was looking at Skynet, and I saw, you know, the Genesis S, and I thought, you know, we've got like a net, like in the Terminator movie, there's the Skynet. Hello. Skynet is in the Terminator movie, and that was back in 84 or something. They came out with it, you all. And I thought, wow, there's this thing called the Skynet, and you know that there is Skynet. There is, like, look at this, like, why do I need Skynet? See, they got a Skynet thing. But when you go here to Terminator, Skynet, Terminator, it's about the Terminator concept. Skynet is a fictional, let me just do this. It's a fictional artificial neural network based conscious group and artificial superintelligent system. So it's an artificial neural network group. Is Skynet is supposed to be it. Look at the little symbol of Skynet right here on the Wikipedia, you all. So I thought a Genesis system, and I looked up Genesis system, and there is a Genesis system. But then I thought, you know, Neuralink. What is Neuralink? Neuralink right here, you know, developing ultra-high bandwidth brain-machine interfaces to connect the humans with computers. So Genesis and Neuralink, and then you got this Terminator right here, future war. Then I went over here and I saw Elon Musk, Mr. Musk. He founded a startup discovers artificial neurons. He's got these artificial intelligent researchers. They discovered neurons within an AI system that have only been previously seen in human brains. Well, now they are discovered neurons within an AI system, you all. They discovered the neurons in there. So, and he also got himself in trouble. He did. He got himself in trouble because he's been using monkeys to do his Neuralink, you all, Mr. Musk. He's been using monkeys to do his studying with Neuralink. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know what he wants to do? He wants to put that hole in your head. He does. He wants to put the hole in the head, unlike the Terminator thing where they got in the base of the skull, so you know you can act like a human or whatever, but he wants to go right in there. He wants to create that Neuralink, and you know it's right here in the Skynet Terminator. They have this, it's not artificial, it's real, an artificial neural network. In the first film, the Skynet was created by the Cyberdyne Systems SAC NORAD, which SAC NORAD really does exist. Skynet in this thing right here. Let me just do this. Skynet gained self-awareness in that movie. Humans tried to deactivate it, prompting it to retaliate with a nuclear attack. And then, so you know if you've seen it, humankind, and refers to Judgment Day and stuff like that. But it started off as, look at that, and then Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. It started off as a Skynet Terminator artificial neural network, and like, why does he like want to make us have? Look at this, Genesis. There is a Genesis. You know, they got lots of Genesis stuff. There's like even a company, this Genesis Group IT Software Services, BPM. I clicked into one of them. Look, Genesis Group, what are we about? Let's look at this, you all. Trusted global IT solutions provider And we can come down here. It was in, let me move this over you. If I can't get this over. 1985, founded in London. Founded in London in 1985, which so happens to be when the, oh Lord have mercy, 1985. So 1984 is when the original movie came out right here. And I apologize using my phone. 1984 is when the original movie came out, the Terminator. And we have this company. Now, I'm not saying nothing against it, but this company is the Genesis Group, is what it is. The Genesis Group, but we got the Genesis right here. Genesis right here, the Terminator Future War. And you know, they go back in time. They send people back in time to fight this thing is what they do. So let's look at this right here. This is a, I wish I could like get this thing stuck up there, you all. So 1985, it was founded in London. 1993, expansion to software in the UK. 1998, Talent Village launched in India, gains ISO accreditation. The year 2000, new state-of-the-art software. 2008, North America and Bangalore centers. 2011, recognized for data security, best practices and achieved Microsoft Gold partner status. 2016, let's see, next generation services and cloud computing services are launched, and 2021 breakthrough expansions ahead. And you can go down and read about the founder, or the chairman, Sir Ashok Rabahu. He is a sir, you all, and he has been awarded knighthood in 2022 by Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee Birthday Honors List. He was awarded the rare honor of the title of Knight Commander of the Royal Victorian Order. This honor is in recognition for years of dedicated work and stuff like that. So he propelled Genesis to the heights it sees today. They are incredibly proud of him. They are, you all. So I thought, okay, well, we got a company. I'm not saying this is the company of the Terminator, you all. Gina Honey is not saying that. I'm not, but you got the Skynet, and it's got that neural artificial thing, and that's where Mr. You know who comes into play. Mr. If I can go forward, Mr. Musk, he comes into play right here. He's founded startup discovers artificial neurons in the brain, you all. He's got the brain chip firm Neuralink lining up clinical trials in which he used monkeys. They want to shut it down. They want him to stop using the monkeys, you all, is what they want him to do. They want him to stop. So, are we facing a Terminator-like future? Are we facing a Terminator-like future? Are we going to have, like they say, with the Skynet Terminator, which was the original movie appeared in 1984. That's when this one company was started. And you know, it's got a revolutionary artificial intelligence system built by the SAC NORAD Defense Network Computers. They invented it, okay, they do, but are we going to have, in this movie, they say it's fictional. They are saying that this artificial neural network based conscious group is fictitious. No, it's not. It's not. It's a artificial general superintelligence system. And, you know, we got Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk, really, what are you all about? What are you all about? We don't want no brain chip in our brain. And because if this is in your brain, you can be controlled. If they put the chip in your brain, you're going to be controlled. Look, he promises, look at this, on Tuesday, this is old news, Mr. Musk said his brain-machine interface has performed some successful experiments with rats and promises that one day it will allow people to merge with artificial intelligence. So would you be a cyborg? Would you be a cyborg if you're going to merge with the artificial intelligence? You are going to belong to that artificial intelligence. Okay, it's going to control you is what it's going to do. Hello. So look at this. Neural network gives Elon Musk incredible makeovers. A team of researchers from Israel have devised a way of making the photorealistic changes to photos using AI-based generative adversarial networks simply by asking the users, you all, we got to see this, you know. Oh my gosh. Neural network gives Elon an incredible makeover. Oh. So this is what they can do. He can look like that. Oh, he can look like that. And he can look like that, you all. They made him look, yeah, advertising by asking the user to input a description of what they want. Look at that. This is what AI can do, you all. AI can do this. Makeup, curly hair, straight hair, bob cut, hip top fade, fringe hair. Wow. Can you really trust, now let's listen to this, can you really trust what you see on TV? Can you with AI like that? AI can make anybody appear to be right there. They can. Oh my gosh, you all. So look at Mr. Zuckerberg. Manipulations can have pretty hilarious results. The researchers used their technology to manipulate Facebook Zuckerberg's face, making him appear bald. They make him appear like this. They give him some hair, probably. This is what he could look like, you all. Look at that. They can do anything they want. Anything they want. Oh no, look at this. New algorithms generate synthetic human genetic code. I apologize for using my phone. Look, China says it's developing an AI, an artificial intelligence, to detect your party's loyalty. Researchers tell artificial intelligence to write a paper about itself, then submits it to the academic journal. The creator of a viral image-generating artificial intelligence loves all your weird creations, you all. It's like, oh my gosh, you all. This site is called futurism.com, but really, you can see it right there, futurism.com. But I don't know how I got into that. I just clicked into it. But this is, he explains how this artificial neural network, out of his own mouth, you all, out of his own mouth. Skynet is not a fictional artificial neural network, but we have Mr. Musk explaining the process of how an artificial neural network will use compression algorithms like principal component analysis to. Is that fictitious? Is what they wrote about and what they did a movie about years and years ago, is it fictitious? Is it make-believe? No, it's not make-believe. It's in the process of becoming full scale one day. They have had all this time to work on this. They told you what they were going to do back during the Terminator, is what they told you with this Skynet right here. It's a fictional. No, it's not. Mr. Musk's Starlink, too, is a fictional artificial neural network. Now, let's look how it looks. It looks all pretty, don't it, like that, you all? It looks really spacey and stuff. It is simply called neural networks, or simply yet neural nets, are computing systems inspired by the biological neural networks that constitute animal brains. So you're an animal. I'm an animal, you all. This is not. No, he's telling you he is playing a major role in this, as we saw right there out of his own mouth, you all, explaining how this Skynet neural network is going to work on you. And they got the algorithms is the principal component. And no, I'm not going to click into that, you all. I'm not. But then look, this is 2014. He spoke out against artificial intelligence, declaring it the most serious threat to the survival of the human race, with a neural network capable of replicating, you all, of replicating. Look at that, you all. You're summoning the demon. But he wants to live in symbiosis with the AI. You cannot. I don't think you can merge with AI and be your own individual. I really do not think you can. Perhaps he was sounding the alarm. Perhaps he was telling you exactly what is going to come of it. If he says you're summoning the demon, look, he has his role in cutting-edge companies, SpaceX, private space exploration that holds the first private contracts from NASA for resupply of the International Space Station and electric car Tesla. So, are we facing a Terminator-like future? Are we? Is the human species at risk of being exterminated and replaced by, let's see what we're going to be replaced by, like cyborgs? If you're a cyborg, aren't you like a part human and part machine? Is that that's what it is? Because really, if you got a chip in your head, you're not going to be able to think for yourself. Maybe you might have a little bit of thinking for yourself. But if that's the main chip, if that's the CPU unit, is he putting a CPU unit in your head? Is that what I'm looking for, the CPU unit in your head? I watched this, you on. I've done a video on Elon Musk on my YouTube channel. If I did not take it away, he's telling you how your brain chip's going to work. Y'all, can you imagine how hard that is for him to get up there and explain to people about a brain chip? How you just stick it in your head and what it's going to do. The interface is going to start up. You all, I would not want to do that. Can you believe trying to sell that to people as if it's all nonchalant and just getting out there? I wouldn't want his job. I would not want his job telling people, you know, it's going to be okay. And plus, he's got those, where was the monkeys? He got the monkeys is what happened. Him and the monkeys. He was testing on the monkeys, and they don't want him to do it. Stop the testing on the monkeys, Mr. Musk. Yeah, so could you imagine doing that? Having that type of job with this in your head, at the base of your skull. And, you know, they're already studied it. They did. They studied it, like, right there. Now, there are instances. Look. So there are instances. So the neural signal right there. Oh, okay. So this is what they want to do. They want to have the neural signal interpretation, and it can have a feedback to the back of your brain. And it can also go to the outside world, get a new sensory information, and boom, right back. It's going to loop around, and you're going to know what you need to do. Now, there are instances where stuff like this is very beneficial for children, you know, who can't hear and stuff like that. That's wonderful use of technology, you all. That really is. To a child that cannot hear, or an adult that has never been able to hear, to be able to hear for the first time in their life, I think that's wonderful use of technology. I really do. Or even allow them to see, I think that's absolutely wonderful. But to literally, the robots are going to do it. Okay, the robots are going to do it right there. They're going to stick that chip in your head. I watched the video, and that's what he said. They were going to be the ones who's going to do it. A factory that will stick it in your head, and you'll be connected to the internet. Now see, let's look at it, because if you want to do it, it might be this size right here. It might be bigger. It might be even smaller right there. By the time it's all said and done, it probably is smaller than that. And you can see right here the brain hack and stuff like that. He's going to hack your brain is what he's going to do. And this, so that's what we're talking about. The artificial neural thing, it's not fictitious. It's not. And there is, you can see where it's going. You really can see. It's really strange. It really is. If you think about it, it's so sci-fi. We were living in a time when something like this was written about back in 1984. The first movie came out. And the Skynet. And they have Skynet even in the school systems. They have it in the school systems also. They are here now, and there's mutant soldiers, you all. Yeah. I know I'm a little bit early on here. I know I am, but I thought about this, and I would not. How could you stand up against a future like that? Maybe this is in the year 2030, 2040, and all that kind of stuff, you all. Look at this. You got some regular humans, and you got some of these right here, you all. Could you be brave enough to stand up against a machine like that? And then look at these. You know they got machines that can do this. They just blow you up, is what they'll do. They'll blow you up, and then you got Mr. Schwarzenegger. He played a key role. He got the human skin on them. You all, you know that these robots nowadays, these synthetic robots, they got what looks like real skin on their bodies. And you can't tell them apart. They look so real. These self-learning robots. Yeah, it is, you all. If you haven't heard of this before, I'm sure a lot of people have. It's really strange. It's like that. I don't know if he was a good one in this one. He was one of these that somehow turned good. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but they wanted to stop somebody is what they wanted to do, and you know, that's all of that, you all. So that's really, this is telling. This is, if you remember anything else about this video, remember this. Skynet, the Terminator, which came out in, the Terminator came out in 1984. They said Skynet is a fictional artificial neural network. That's what they said. It's artificial. It means it's not real. In this movie, even though it's in this movie, they say it's not real. But, where are we at, you all? Where did I find it? Gina, how did you get in there? They said it wasn't real. Which one did I click into? You had, they said it's not real, and then you have Elon Musk explains the process of how an artificial neural network uses compression algorithms. So, and he said that There's a threat to the survival of the human race with the neural network. And he wants to put that artificial neural network in your head via Neuralink right there. In your head. Oh, right there. Does he got one in his head? Does he? He could. You'd never know. You'd never know, you all. So I think that it's all telling about the future. People's getting themselves, the moderators are getting a little bit busy on here. That's okay, you all. They knew the future and they put it into a movie. Pike Patel. Yeah, they did. Yeah. So it's something to think about when you see that written in a movie, that mere thing, calling it fictional. When Mr. Musk is talking about that artificial neural network, and he wants to have the Neuralink, and then he's doing that to the monkeys. He's doing the monkeys as lab people, lab beings. So that's all I have to say. It is. I just wanted to share that because it popped in my head all of a sudden. Look at this. Let me see if I can do this. You all look at this. Artificial neural networks. Past, present, and future artificial intelligence. A beginner's guide to neural networks. Yeah. So I'm going to go. And thank you all. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Don't get the brain implant, you all. Don't. Unless you want to become one with the machines, don't go get it, because you ain't going to be yourself anymore. You won't. You'll be something, but you won't even know what it is. You'll be like the Borg, like the collective. You will be controlled by some kind of system. You will be controlled by them. Don't get the brain implant. Even if it's offered to you, don't get it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.